It's super exciting, and I know that I'm doing something good in the world.
It's a whole different lifestyle.
The product made sense to me right from the get-go.
Give it a look, because this is something that can absolutely change your life and your family's future.
What I like about it, it is very simple.
For us, Numis has given our family a complete 180 from what we had before.
It's not just about yourself. It's about affecting those around you.
It's the best decision I've ever made.
In 2008, when we saw the economy really crash, I saw so many of my friends, family members, business associates that were really affected by what was going on in the economy, and we wanted to do something different. We wanted to do something that could help all of those people that have been affected by this downturn over the last 3 or 4 years.
Chris and I had been developing technology solutions for the industry for over the last 10 years, and we saw an opportunity to bring to market something that was extraordinary and unique.
Obviously, timing is very important when you evaluate any business. I think we have advantageous timing on many different levels. Take the product, for an example. You know, you cannot pick up a newspaper, magazine, turn on the radio or turn on TV today without hearing about silver and gold. Literally hundreds of millions of dollars are being spent every single month talking about our product.
The Silver Premier Club is really our flagship product here at Numis, and it's really unlike anything else out there today. You know, not only can you accumulate silver assets absolutely risk-free, you can actually get them for free. And I think that's one of the reasons that so many people are attracted to what we're doing here today. One of the things that we really focus on here at Numis is helping people with their financial situation, because I believe that that's where most people are hurting today. And that's one of the things that makes Numis so different, is that not only does our product help people with their financial situation, but then you have the business opportunity side as well. Unlike corporate America, we're in a business where we're constantly lending a hand to help people up and climb that ladder of success. Unlike corporate America, where you usually get kicked down the ladder as you're trying to climb up. One of the things that's a big inspiration to me is getting to meet people at live events, getting to travel around the world with our representatives, and really getting to see the impact that we're able to make on their lives. You know, that's a huge part of why we do this business. It's one of the most fulfilling parts of being in this type of business, is being able to not only make an impact on people's financial lives, but actually being able to be a part of helping them become successful.
From the very beginning, we've been committed, very committed to having fun. In fact, the first 3 years of our company, we've taken 8 luxury vacations. So if you're the type of person who likes to travel the world, have a good time, and make a positive impact on people's lives, you need to consider what we have.
What makes me so excited about Numis is that when I look back, I can see progress from literally everybody that gets involved with our company. Whether they've been in the business 12 months, 18 months, or 3 years, they've been able to accumulate something of value, something that's going to make a difference to their financial situation, and that's really what our company's all about.
If you're like a lot of people, you're probably asking yourself, can I do this? Well, I want you to know we have systems in place at Numis, and if you can follow a proven plan of action, anyone can be successful. All we're looking for is a burning desire and a willingness to work. If you have that, you can plug into our proven plan of action and be successful. Hi, I'm Jake Kevorkian. I'm one of the co-founders of Numis Network, and I want to welcome you guys here tonight, and thank you so much for your time, for being here. I know there's a lot of things you could be doing tonight, and you chose to be here to take a look at our business and our opportunity and our system, and I commend you for that. Before I get into talking about our company and the system that we've put in place, I'll tell you a little bit about myself and who I am and where I'm from and what my background is. I had an opportunity to join a startup company. It was a nutritional company, same industry, direct sales network marketing industry, and went to work with that company, became the #1 income earner in that company, and in 1999 had the opportunity to purchase that nutritional company with a partner and ran it as president and owner until 2007. 2007, I sold my equity to my partner and began to lay the groundwork with my 2 very close friends, Chris Kent and Ian Cordell, and lay the groundwork for Numis, and that's what we're going to talk about here tonight. So how many people here have heard of Peter Drucker? Raise your hand, Peter Drucker. He's written several books on business. He's considered an expert and authority in that area, and through his various books that he's written, he talks about different aspects that you need to look for, different things you need to consider when looking for what he calls the perfect opportunity. Now, through these books, there's a lot of different things that Peter Drucker suggests we look at, and I'm going to talk about 6 of them here tonight. And again, these are 6 key points to consider when evaluating any business opportunity, which is what we're here tonight to figure out if what we're doing makes sense for you guys. And what Peter Drucker says is, first of all, consider first and foremost the company. So number 1 is the company. Second of all, the product. Is the product a consumable product or not? I want you to think about that for a minute. Number 3, he talks about systems. What systems do they have in place to support the opportunity? Number 4 is trends. What trends is that opportunity taking advantage of? Number 5 is compensation. And number 6, and probably the most important, is timing. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about our company based on these 6 key points that he suggests that we consider in evaluating any business opportunity. Fair enough? So let's talk about, first of all, the company. Here's what I'm going to say about our company. Numis is a 3-year-old debt-free company based in Tampa, Florida. Now, I mentioned a few minutes ago that I've got 2 very close friends of mine that I'm partners with in this business. They also have over 20 years experience in the industry of direct sales network marketing. 2 very, very bright guys. In fact, they also own a software technology company that supports other companies in the industry of network marketing. So think about this for a minute. Over the last 10 years, my 2 partners have worked with over 450 other companies to help them get started in this very industry. So what you have behind Numis is experience. You have 3 guys behind the company that have not only been company owners, but have also been in the field working the business from a field perspective. Okay, we understand the industry of network marketing. Now, I want you to remember, this is a very key point, and I'm going to touch on it later. The company's debt-free, and we are currently 3 years old. All right, so that's the company. Let's talk about the product for a minute. Our product is money. It's silver and gold. It's money. It's the most universal product known to man. I've never met anyone in my life that did not want more silver and gold. That's what we sell. High quality silver and gold. Here's what I'll tell you about our product. It's universally known. It does not need to be demonstrated. You do not have to take our product and wait and see if it's going to settle properly in your stomach. If you were to, get in an airplane and fly over any country in the world and parachute out of that airplane, it doesn't matter what country in the world you were to land in, if you had a sack full of our product, you're going to get along just fine. It has the exact same value worldwide. It's been around for thousands and thousands of years. It does not matter where you're from or who you are, people understand money. They understand silver and gold, okay? It's the only product, I'll tell you this, it's the only product in our industry that you would not mind having a garage full of, okay? Now, I said in the very beginning that Peter Drucker says, look for a consumable product. Now, technically, our product is not a consumable. You're not going to consume our product, but I would argue that our product is the ultimate consumable. Now, what do I mean by that? How many people here, I'm just going to ask you a question, how many people here believe that it's possible to have too much silver and gold? Right? You can't have too much of it. Next, let's talk about systems. Right? I know, I take myself back over 20 years ago and put myself in your shoes, and what caught my attention more than anything else is when my friend told me that they had a system I could plug into. They had a system that if I just followed the step-by-step proven plan of action that I could be successful like everyone else. Would you agree that's the very reason that people buy franchises? I mean, the reason that people invest thousands of dollars or even tens of thousands and hundreds of thousands of dollars in franchises is because of the system. They give you a proven plan of action that if you follow, you will be successful. That's what I like most about this business, is because we have that step-by-step proven plan of action that all you have to do is plug into, follow the lead of others that have been successful, and you too can get the exact same kind of results. How many people like to sell? A few of you, right? Most people don't enjoy selling. You don't have to sell. And I'm going to talk about in a minute a trend that we're taking advantage of and how we're taking advantage of that trend, where you don't even have to talk about the product. We've got that figured out for you. We're going to sell the product for you. So again, I want you to think point, guide, and direct people to the information. Now, another common question, if you're like me, another common question that you may be asking yourself is, how am I going to get people to look at this business? Okay, I hear you say you've got a system in place, but how do I get people to that system? How do I get people to look at that system? Well, what if I told you that our company is offering up a $10 million free silver giveaway that people can register for, and we're giving free silver away every single day for your friends, family, co-workers, and whoever else you can get, just for evaluating a short presentation. They're going to receive an opportunity, they're going to enter themselves into an opportunity to receive free silver every single day. Would that get you excited? So again, within this system, point, guide, and direct to the information, we're going to entice that potential prospect with our $10 million free silver giveaway. I mean, people ask our reps all the time, you know, what do you do? What do you do at Numis? Well, the answer is pretty easy. We get paid to promote a $10 million free silver giveaway. That's our system, guys. I promise you, anyone with a burning desire and a willingness to work, if you follow the plan, you can be successful. Fair enough? So number 4 on the list of things to consider when looking for the perfect opportunity is trends. So the question is, what trend or trends are we taking advantage of at Numis Network? Well, there's a couple of them. First and foremost, the trend of people migrating to the home to make money. The trend of people looking for additional streams of income. I just said a minute ago, here we are, you know, since 2008, it's been a tough economy. There's more people today looking for Plan B, looking for additional options for money than ever before. So we have the ability at Numis to take advantage of that trend of people looking for home-based businesses. That's number 1. Number 2, the second trend that we're taking advantage of is, and I want to take you back about 15 years ago to describe this trend. Can you remember about 15 years ago when everyone was talking about the convergence of the computer and the television, right? Ultimately, sometime in the future, the computer and the television were going to merge and become one. Guys, I'm going to tell you something. That trend is here. It happened right beneath our eyes, and it's here. Every single computer, every single TV you buy today, they're able to hook up together. People are watching. How many people have seen either a TV show or a movie on the computer? Raise your hand. Of course, everybody, right? Everybody's done this. Well, at Numis, we have a partner, a gentleman by the name of Mike Mezak. And when you join our company, you're going to be hearing a lot about Mike Mezak. Mike is the #1 seller of high-quality silver and gold in the entire world. In fact, in the last 20 years, Mike himself on television has sold over $1 billion worth of this high quality in silver and gold that we market at Numis. Anyone ever heard of the Home Shopping Network? HSN? Mike, by himself last year at the Home Shopping Network, sold over $100 million in this high quality silver and gold that we're talking about. He's going to become your partner. Let me explain how that works. couple years ago, Mike approached myself and my two partners and started talking to us about this idea of creating an infomercial. Now you got to understand, infomercials can be very, very profitable. I'm just curious, and this is one of my favorite, but how many people have seen ShamWow? Raise your hand if you've seen ShamWow. Let me ask you this. Do you think those guys are just scraping by, or do you think they're making millions of dollars? Mike Mezak is a proven commodity. Okay, we know when you put him on television, he sells product. Again, $100 million by himself last year at HSN. He's on the air about 2 hours per week. All right, so he comes to us with this idea of creating an infomercial and running it on television. And we thought about that for a minute, and as it all started coming together, we realized here's an opportunity to capitalize on one of the hottest trends in America, this convergence of the computer and the television. So what we did is we created not one, but multiple infomercials with Mike Mezak selling our silver and gold. And rather than going out and spending millions of dollars in advertising and millions of dollars in media, we decided to take that infomercial, put it on the internet, we call it a netfomercial, put it on the internet where it plays 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and instead of spending that millions and millions of dollars in media buys, we're going to take that money and give it to you guys for promoting your very own infomercial that you're going to get when you join Numis Network. So as you can see, we are capitalizing again on one of the hottest trends in America. First of all, we have the $10 million free silver giveaway to help entice your prospects to evaluate our business. And then once they join, we have the netfomercial in place with the #1 seller of high-quality silver and gold in the entire world to do the work for us. So all we have to do is get people to watch our netfomercials, and when they purchase product from Mike Mezak on that netfomercial, you guys get paid. That's how it works. Okay, so number 5 on the list of things to consider for the perfect business opportunity is compensation. So let's talk about compensation for a minute. Here's what I want you to take away from this meeting regarding compensation. Our compensation plan allows you to break that time for money trap. You see, when you have a job and you work for someone else, as I said before, you're trading your time for their money. There's only 24 hours in a day. A job is only going to pay you what the job is worth. So in our company and our system, you have an opportunity to break that time for money trap, and here's the key word: leverage. You have an opportunity to build leverage. Who would agree that one of the biggest secrets of wealthy people is that they have figured out a way to create leverage? Who would agree with that? The wealthiest people I know, it seems like the more money people make, the least amount of time they spend actually working because they've created leverage. Now, how do you create leverage? There's several different ways to create leverage. First of all, I could go out and invest in real estate, right? I could go buy a piece of property and get paid money from that property every single month, assuming it doesn't decrease in value. But through real estate, we can create leverage. Another way is if I just had a whole bunch of money, I had several million dollars that I could invest and live off the interest. A lot of people are in a position to do that. That is leverage. Okay, so there's many ways to create leverage. I could go start a company and just hire a bunch of employees and let the employees work for me. That creates leverage. But guess what? Every single way that I know to create leverage, it requires what? A tremendous amount of capital. It requires a lot of money. Where's the average ordinary person supposed to go to create leverage? Well, in this business, you have an opportunity to earn money off the efforts of other people. This business will pay you what you're worth, not what the job is worth. You determine what you're worth. The harder you work, the more you get paid. But the key is leverage. It's time freedom. But guys, I'm telling you, most people work 40 years to take 5 or 10 years and do what they want in retirement. I'm going to show you a way tonight But we're talking about here with our compensation plan, it will allow you to work 3 to 5 years really hard and create leverage so that you can go and spend the rest of your life doing exactly what you want to do. To leverage yourself just like wealthy people do and earn money even when you're not working. Okay, so finally we're going to talk about the last key point to consider when looking at and evaluating any opportunity. And in my opinion, this is by far the most important factor of all, and that is timing. Who would agree that timing is very important in life, right? I've always said it's better to be in the right place at the right time than to be smart. You know, there were secretaries at Microsoft that became multimillionaires just because they were there in the beginning. Being in the right place at the right time. The advantageous timing that we have. First and foremost with our product. There's never been a time in history where our product, high quality silver and gold, has been talked about more in the media than right now. There is literally hundreds of millions of dollars every single month spent in this country advertising for you, our product, silver and gold. Everywhere you turn, you can't pick up a newspaper, you can't pick up a magazine, you can't turn on the television, you can't turn on the radio without hearing about silver and gold. Guys, the timing for what we're doing could not be better. Now let's talk about our company. You know, Peter Drucker says, when considering timing with any company, it is very, very important to understand that in the first 2 years, that's the formulation stage of any company. The first 2 years is where companies, you know, sort of settling in and finding out, figuring out who they are and what their message is and how they're going to position themselves in the marketplace. The first 2 years of formulation, Peter Drucker says, is very, very risky. So you want to find a company that's at least 2 years old. But what he says is you also want to find a company that has not hit $50 million per year in annual sales first. That's what he calls critical mass. That's when critical mass begins to happen. Anyone ever seen the S-curve? You know, when you look at an S-curve, it talks about the formulation stage, and then it talks about this $50 million critical mass stage, and then the S-curve goes just like this, right? It goes straight up, and then you have stabilization. Guys, our company, Numis, is going to do about $10 million in sales this year. So you're finding out about this way before that $50 million magical number. Again, I said we're 3 years old, so we're past that 2-year mark. We're debt-free. We've got all the systems in place. We've got the training in place. We've got the support in place. We've got social proof, lots of social proof, that this opportunity works and that people are making money, yet you are finding out about it. You're hearing about it before critical mass, before $50 million in sales. The people that go out now and build the sales teams now, before we hit that $50 million critical mass number, they're going to cash in. You've got a company that's solid. You've got the most universal product known to man. There couldn't possibly be an easier product to talk about than silver and gold. You've got the system in place. You've got the 2 hottest trends in America that we're taking advantage of. You've got an opportunity to leverage yourself with this amazing compensation plan. And again, the timing could not be better for what we have. So in wrapping up here tonight, I really believe that 3 years from today, as you look back on this moment, you're either A, going to be glad that you had gotten involved with our company and gone to work, or B, you're going to wish you had. Thank you very much.
So really the next step is just, you got to get started. I mean, seriously, just stop thinking about it, get in and get moving. Follow the system we have planned for you. It's very, very simple. 1, 2, 3.
You know, maybe suspend your disbelief for a moment and take action and jump on board with this like I did, because you don't want to be one of those people asking themselves, going through life, asking themselves, what if? What if I had just watched that video? What if I had gone to that meeting? Or what if I had signed up? You know, how would your life be different?
If you want to change your life, make it happen.
And you have to take that next step if you want to change it.